Darlings, we are on a rumour streak this week, so let's just keep going, because what else are we going to do with ourselves? So this one, again, anonymous. They're all anonymous, these rumours, which, you know, makes me a little bit suspicious, I must say. Anyhow, this rumour is, well, actually it's a question about rumours. Let me be a little more specific. It says, "Dear Lord Thwandwill, is there anyone that you wouldn't mind being involved in a rumour with? You usually protest rather hard about anyone that I see. Is there anyone, however, that you wouldn't mind being involved with? And what would you like that rumour to be?" I find this a rather interesting but strange question, you know. On the one hand, I appreciate that, you know, my input is being taken for consideration for once. You know, I enjoy at least being asked, it's true. But it sort of seems like you're trying to start a rumour, and that I appreciate a little bit less, although at least I sort of can control it. Who I wouldn't mind being involved in a rumour with. You know, the problem is when you say involved in a rumour with, it sounds like involved in a relationship with. And personally, no one. I don't want there to be any rumours about me being involved in any relationships, because first of all, it would be my own business, and I prefer to keep those sorts of things very private. So if I say who it is that I would want to be involved with, that's like basically just saying, oh, I'm looking for this relationship, or I'm in this relationship, and that's just not sort of how I want to deal with it. I like my private life to be private, you know. Being a king means that most of your life is in the public view, and so some of these things are nice to have sort of to yourself, as something special and private. And so for that reason, I would just like to point out that I don't really appreciate that sort of implication. Now, if it's sort of like the bizarre Elrond tariff thing, or what have you, then, you know, I suppose that's not quite so bad. You know, I wouldn't be upset if I heard something about, you know, being caught with Bard drunk at a function in Erebor and making, I don't know, trying to mine our own gems or something like that. That seems like it would be amusing, and it would show a bit of initiative, at least on my part. Or sort of, you know, if I... this is so difficult, you know, darlings. If me and my son were caught sort of trying to make our own wine in Dale or something like that, you know. These things that, while they could, I suppose, be embarrassing if they were true, are just sort of amusing little snippets. You know, if it was perhaps royal family drinks Erebor dry, you know, of course no one's going to believe it, but it is quite funny, and, you know, I sort of would be proud to be involved in a rumour like that, because, of course, compared to certain dwarves, I can hold my liquor much, much better. And you'll notice, darlings, although I did put it out there for Mr. Oakenshield to prove me wrong, or to come on to my show and sort of have that drinking contest, notice he didn't say a word, and he never stepped up to the plate, so I'm going to assume that means that he knows that I would be victorious, darlings. You know how it is. So I don't know, honestly, if any of this answers your question, darling, but I hope this gives you some ideas for the next rumour you're trying to spread or not spread. I don't even know at this point anymore, darling, what's going on, but yes, I'm just going to go and drink some more, because it seems like the right way to deal with it. And we do have, I believe, one more rumour question, which will be up tomorrow, so until then, ta-ta.